All right, so today we're going to be diving into AI-powered chatbots in healthcare. It's a really interesting concept. Like, imagine being able to get medical information and support anytime, anywhere. That's the potential that these digital tools offer.
Yeah, it's pretty fascinating.
Yeah.
What's really got people talking is the impact these AI chatbots could have on healthcare accessibility and patient empowerment. I mean, think about it, the traditional healthcare system. It has its issues, right? Long wait times, limited access to doctors, especially if you're in a remote area. So this could really change things up.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And you know how everyone's always going online to look for quick medical answers, but it's so easy to end up on some website that's not reliable, and then you end up feeling even more lost than before. So could these AI chatbots be like the solution to that?
Oh, absolutely. We're talking about digital tools that are powered by AI, natural language processing, machine learning, all working together to actually engage in a conversation with you. It's like having this super knowledgeable medical resource right at your fingertips, able to give you personalized information and guidance.
That sounds pretty incredible.
Yeah.
But how do these chatbots actually work? Like, what's going on behind the scenes?
Okay, so picture this. You're having some symptoms and you decide to talk to a chatbot. It starts by asking you questions, just like a doctor would during an initial checkup. Let's say you've got a cough that just won't go away.
Okay, a cough. Yeah, we've all been there.
Right, exactly. So you tell the chatbot, hey, I've got this cough. And this is where the natural language processing kicks in. It understands that cough, that's a symptom, and links it to an actual medical concept. It goes beyond just picking up on keywords. It gets what you're saying.
So it's not just like matching words, it's understanding the context.
Wow, that's impressive. Oh. Yeah, exactly. And then the chatbot dives into its huge knowledge base, which is built on tons of medical information. To start analyzing your symptoms, it might ask more questions like, is your cough dry? Or are you coughing up stuff? Or like, do you have any other symptoms like a fever? Or are you having trouble breathing? It's like having a mini doctor in your pocket guiding you through everything.
So it's not just pulling random stuff off the internet, it's actually using some kind of structured approach to assess what's going on.
Exactly. And get this, based on how severe your symptoms are, the chatbot can figure out what level of care you need. So for mild symptoms, it might suggest some things you can do at home. But if it thinks it could be something more serious, it'll tell you to go get medical help right away. It's basically doing what doctors call telephone triage, figuring out how urgent the situation is.
That's pretty amazing. It's like having this personalized guide to help you navigate the whole healthcare thing.
And the tech behind these chatbots is based on some seriously sophisticated algorithms. And these massive medical data sets, like there's the Informatica API, for example, it uses these crazy complex algorithms to analyze your symptoms, and then it generates a list of possible conditions, which helps with diagnosis and triage.
Wow. So it's not just giving generic advice, it's trying to actually understand your situation and offer specific guidance.
Precisely. And the ways we can use this tech are growing super fast. Like there's this chatbot called Symptomate. It's all about symptom triage, helping people figure out what might be causing their symptoms and pointing them in the right direction. It's really helpful when you're not sure if you need to go see a doctor or not.
Yeah, that sounds incredibly useful, especially when you're in the in-between zone where you just don't know what to do. Are there other examples of chatbots already out there?
Oh, tons. There's Florence, for example. It helps you manage your medications. It'll send you reminders, give you dosage info, even answer questions about possible side effects.
So it's not just about diagnosis. It's about actually supporting patients and helping them manage their health on a daily basis. That's awesome. Like, it gives people more control. So what else is out there?
Well, there's also chatbots like FitMeal. Think of it as like your personal health assistant. It can gather your health data, track your progress, and even give you recommendations based on your health goals. It's like having a virtual health coach in your pocket. It's really changing the way we access medical info and making healthcare more accessible, more personalized, and more proactive.
That's incredible. The possibilities seem endless. It really feels like we're on the edge of a major transformation in healthcare, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It really does feel like we're on the edge of something big. And one of the most exciting things about this whole thing is the concept of continuous learning. These chatbots aren't just static. They're constantly evolving and getting better.
So they're like actually getting smarter over time as they interact with more people.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Exactly. They learn from every single interaction, every question, every bit of feedback they get. It's this constant learning process that helps them fine-tune their algorithms, expand their knowledge base,
Right.
and just become more accurate and relevant confident in their responses. Think of it like a doctor who's always going to conferences and reading the latest medical journals. They're always staying up to date.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, the world of medicine is always changing. New research and treatments are coming out all the time.
Exactly, and that's where the power of AI really shines. These chatbots can process and analyze massive amounts of information, way more than any human could ever handle. They can keep up with all the latest breakthroughs and make sure that the information they're giving is accurate and up to date. It's like having access to a medical library that's constantly updating itself.
Yeah, that's a huge advantage, especially when you think about how much misinformation is out there online. It seems like everyone's always getting bombarded with conflicting health advice.
Oh, absolutely. And these chatbots can help cut through all that noise and give people reliable, evidence-based information. They can even point people to credible sources so they can make more informed decisions about their health.
Okay, so that all sounds amazing. But what about the challenges? Are there any potential downsides we need to be thinking about?
Well, of course, like with any new technology, there are things we need to consider carefully. One of the big ones is making sure the information these chatbots are giving out is accurate and reliable. We need to be absolutely certain that those algorithms and data sets they're using are on point.
Yeah, I get that. We don't want people making health decisions based on bad information.
Exactly. And then there's the whole issue of data privacy. Healthcare data is super sensitive stuff, so we need to make sure these chatbots are handling that information responsibly and securely. We have to protect against data breaches and unauthorized access.
Yeah, data security is a huge deal these days. It feels like every week we're hearing about another company getting hacked.
It's definitely a constant concern. And with healthcare data being so personal, it's absolutely crucial to have strong safeguards in place. We need tough security measures and clear guidelines to make sure people's privacy is protected.
So we've talked about accuracy and privacy. But what about the human element? I feel like some people might be a little hesitant to trust a chatbot with their health. It's hard to imagine replacing a doctor with a machine.
Yeah, I totally understand that concern. But it's important to remember that these chatbots are meant to work with human healthcare providers, not replace them. They're tools to enhance communication and offer support, not to eliminate the need for human interaction altogether.
So it's about finding that balance between technology and human expertise.
Exactly. We need to figure out how to integrate these chatbots into the healthcare system in a way that benefits both patients and providers. It's not about getting rid of doctors, it's about giving them the tools to provide even better care.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
It's not just about throwing technology at the problem. It's about using it thoughtfully to make things better for everyone.
Precisely, and that's what's so exciting about these chatbots. They can handle those routine tasks, answer those common questions, and free up doctors' time so they can focus on the more complex cases. It's all about making healthcare more efficient and more accessible for everyone.
Yeah, it really does feel like healthcare is about to change in some pretty big ways. But with all these advancements, it's important to step back and think about the big picture. Like, what does all of this mean for the future of patient care?
Well, if we zoom out and look at the broader implications, we start to see a future where healthcare is much more accessible and proactive. Imagine everyone having access to personalized health advice and support whenever they need it, no matter where they live or their financial situation.
That's a powerful vision, and with AI advancing so quickly, it feels like it could actually become a reality. And we're already seeing these chatbots being used in so many different healthcare settings: hospitals, clinics, pharmacies, even people's homes. It's amazing to see how they're being used for things like triaging patients, scheduling appointments, reminding people to take their meds, even providing mental health support. The possibilities just keep growing.
Yeah, it's really incredible to see how it's all unfolding. But I'm curious about something. How do you think these chatbots might change the relationship between doctors and patients? Do you think it could lead to less human interaction, or could it actually improve communication and collaboration?
That's a really interesting question. I mean, on one hand, you could definitely see how relying more on tech might lead to fewer face-to-face interactions. But on the other hand, maybe it could free up doctors to have more meaningful conversations with their patients.
Exactly. Maybe by taking care of those routine tasks and answering those frequently asked questions. Chatbots could give doctors more time to really focus on the complex cases and provide more personalized care. Think about it. Doctors could spend less time on paperwork and phone calls, and more time actually talking with their patients and getting to know them.
That would be a huge shift, moving away from a reactive approach to healthcare and toward a more proactive and preventative model.
Precisely. And that kind of shift could potentially lead to better health outcomes and even lower healthcare costs in the long run. If we can catch those potential health risks early and take action, we can prevent more serious problems from developing later on.
That makes a lot of sense. But how do we ensure a smooth transition to this new way of doing things? What are some of the key things we need to be thinking about as we integrate these chatbots into the healthcare system?
That's a great question. question. One of the most important things is training and education. Healthcare professionals need to be trained on how to use these chatbots effectively, and we need to educate patients on how to interact with them and make sure they understand what they can and can't do.
Yeah, it's all about closing that knowledge gap, right? Making
Yeah.
sure everyone's on the same page and comfortable with this new technology.
Exactly. And another crucial aspect is data integration. These chatbots need to be able to seamlessly connect with the existing electronic health record systems, so patient information can be shared securely and efficiently. That way we can ensure continuity of care, and patients won't have to keep repeating their medical history every time they interact with a chatbot.
Right, that's essential for creating a smooth and streamlined healthcare experience. Now, what about scalability? Can these systems handle a huge increase in interactions as more and more people start using these chatbots?
That's a really important consideration. We need to build systems that are robust and scalable, systems that can keep up with the growing demand for AI-powered healthcare support. Imagine millions of people interacting with these chatbots every day. We need to make sure the system can handle all that information and respond quickly and accurately.
And of course, throughout all of this, patient privacy and data security have to be top priorities.
Absolutely. Those are non-negotiables. We have to build trust and make sure people feel confident that their health information is being protected.
It's clear that there's a lot to consider, but it's also incredibly exciting to think about. The potential that this technology has to really improve healthcare. It feels like we're on the cusp of a new era of personalized, accessible, and proactive care.
I agree. It's a future full of promise, and it's amazing to be witnessing this transformation firsthand. It's important to remember that we're still in the early stages. We're just starting to explore what's possible with AI-powered chatbots in healthcare. And as the technology keeps advancing, I think we can expect to see even more innovation and groundbreaking applications that will continue to reshape the healthcare landscape in ways we can only imagine right now.
It's definitely a journey full of challenges, but the potential benefits are huge. It's really inspiring to think about how this technology could change lives and revolutionize the way we approach healthcare for generations to come. Well, that wraps up our deep dive into the world of AI-powered chatbots in healthcare. It's a topic that's full of possibilities and challenges, and it's definitely one that we'll be keeping a close eye on as it continues to evolve. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.